What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing a full face testing all of the new e.l.f. makeup. If y'all have watched my channel for a while, you know I love e.l.f. Honestly, I think they are one of the best at the drugstore and still one of the most affordable brands. Even though their prices have gone up over the years, they're still one of the most affordable, and in my opinion, they make some of the best drugstore makeup. So I'm really excited because they've had a lot of new launches and I have them all here to try with you to see, are these good? Are they not? What's the tea? So without further ado, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button to be notified of all my future uploads, and let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, first things first, we have the new e.l.f. Camo liquid contours and bronzers. So when they came out with the e.l.f. Camo liquid blushes, I feel like I knew these were gonna come sometime soon and I had been waiting, and then they finally came out with them. I love the e.l.f. putty bronzers, but these are supposed to be a bit different. These are supposed to be way more pigmented and they're more of, not necessarily a matte finish, but they're not gonna give any sort of glow or luminosity to the skin, where sometimes because of the creamy nature of the putty bronzer, it can give a little bit more of a glowy finish to the cheek. So I'm really excited to try these. I have 3 shades and I'm gonna swatch all of them for you. I have Fair, which looks like this, super cool tone. So really good for contour, not so much for bronzer, this shade, but the cool toneness for a contour would be really good. Then I have Fair Light, which this one I would say is a little bit more neutral. It's cool. It could be used as like a bronzer or a contour, still a little bit more on the cool side. I do like the doe foot applicator. I feel like that makes it easy to apply. And then I have Shade Light, which this one looks much more warm toned, and this is probably the shade that I am going to use. These are the 3 lightest, I believe. I'm gonna use Shade Light because I feel like I can use this as like a bronzer, which is what I like, kind of like a contour and a bronzer all in one, because it is that more warm toned shade. So I'm just gonna go in on one side and do like 3 dots like that. And then I'm gonna blend with the e.l.f. liquid contour and bronzer little duo brush. There's like a domed side and then a more flat side. I actually already used this and I really liked it. So I'm gonna just blend it out. Blending super easily, which I love. I mean, I figured that it hopefully would, but really blending nicely. Like that looks really nice. I think I probably would go with like a shade or 2 darker, like maybe like a light medium would work best for me. This is like a little bit light. I like my bronzer to be like a little more intense, but it's not bad. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. And I do like the finish of this because again, it's not glowy, but it's not like dry looking, if that makes sense. It's kind of like a natural finish, which is what I prefer like for foundations and stuff. So this actually works really well. Honestly, this shade actually might be fine. I might not even need a shade darker. It's just a little bit more of like a natural bronze, which is fine, you know? So I honestly really like this. Blended nicely, has good pigment, but it's not like too much pigment because I was nervous it was gonna have the same kind of pigment as the Camo blushes do, that it was gonna take like a year to blend out, but I feel like it is a little less pigmented, which is what I wanted. And these are $7, I think, which, I mean, you cannot beat that like price wise. Speaking of the Camo blushes, they came out with 3 new shades in the Camo blushes. So let's swatch all of these. First, we have Copper Etiquette, which this looks really beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, I really like that. Then we have a more lilac-y shade. This is Bold Face Lilac. Do a little swatchy, very pretty as well. And then last but not least, we have Cheeky Lychee, which looks stunning. This one's probably my favorite. It's like a bright Barbie pink kind of blush. So I wanna go in with this one. Let's do this on the one sheet. I'm gonna literally do that much because if you know, you know with these Camo blushes, they are insanely pigmented. And then they do have the e.l.f. liquid blush brush, which I really like as well, which I'm gonna use to blend this out. Honestly, e.l.f. brushes, if you're looking for affordable brushes, these are it, I'm telling you. They're really good, and this color is so pretty. I love a good just like pink blush, pink cheek, and this is stunning. I like it. And the key with those blushes, like I said, is you gotta use a small amount, because if you go in with any more than that, it's gonna just, they're so pigmented that it's gonna look like crazy and it's gonna take you forever to blend. So you definitely need to use a tiny amount and they'll last you quite literally forever, I think, because of the small amount you have to use. And again, they are also $7. I feel like the lilac one is probably not gonna look that flattering like on my skin tone. This is what it looks like swatched. So I'm gonna go in with Copper Etiquette because obviously I only have 2 cheeks, so I can only put 2 on my face, and we'll do that one on this side to see how that looks. This one I feel like for fall, because it's a little bit like darker, would be really pretty. Oh yeah, this is stunning. And this one's actually a little bit bolder, like I would say, than the pink, which is interesting because on the hand, the pink looks a little bit more bolder than this one. But this one is really like boom on the cheeks, like they are here to say hello. Okay. Both are beautiful. This one is just more of like a terracotta, like orangey undertone, where this one is definitely like a true pinky rose. I'm gonna kind of blend a little bit on this side just so it doesn't look like I'm wearing 2 completely different blushes, but you guys, you know, obviously saw the difference. They are both beautiful. You really can't go wrong with either. And you know what I'll do is I'll do like a TikTok or like a reel or something, and I'll swatch this one. So follow me on TikTok and or reels at Kelly Strack Official, and I'll do swatches of all 3 in case you want to see the lilac one as well, but I only got 2 cheeks. Okay, that's it on the cheek products. I'm gonna go in and just fill in my brows really quick. We do have their new brow gel, which I have been loving. I shared that in another recent video, I'm pretty sure, and showed that to you guys, and I want to just fill in my brows really quickly first. Okay, so the brow gel is the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. So this was definitely supposed to be like a dupe for the Refi Brow Gel, and honestly, it is so good. I really, really like it. Gets in and grabs every little brow hair, really lays them in place, but doesn't make your brows like crunchy. You know, some of those brow gels can really make the brows look like unnatural because they are like so stronghold that then your brows just turn like crunchy and weird. And it does have on the top the little brush and comb if you want to use that. The Refi one has the same as this, especially if you have like thicker brows or more like unruly brows that are hard to get in place. This is super helpful. My brows are pretty thin, honestly. Like I have very fine brow hair, so I don't really use this all that much, but it is there for those that may want to use that, which is a nice little touch too. I've really been liking this from the drugstore. I think it's great for a brow gel, and then you can save money on getting a high-end one. Alrighty, went ahead and zoomed you guys in because we're gonna get started on the eyes. So e.l.f. came out with a new Lock It Down eyeshadow primer. Now I'm gonna be very for real with you guys. I normally don't use eyeshadow primer. Would my eyeshadows probably come off more pigmented if I did? Yes, like they do work. It's just a step that to me is like an additional step that I skip because half the time I skip eyeshadow in general, so let alone an eyeshadow primer. But e.l.f. did come out with these brand new, really glittery eyeshadows that I am so excited to try out. And because of that, I was like, all right, let's try the primer too. Because I mean, this is new, and just because I don't use primer doesn't mean that nobody else does. So I'm gonna go in and apply this to the lids just as like a little doe foot applicator. I'm gonna just put it on, and then I'm gonna use my finger to smooth it out because I feel like that will be easiest. Ooh, I feel like I gotta sneeze. Whew. My fall allergies are like really coming through the past couple days. I'm actually gonna use a brush to kind of pat this down because I do feel like it's removing. I have concealer on my eyelids, and I do feel like it's kind of removing the concealer. Like I can see through to my lids now. So I don't really like that, I'll be honest. So honestly, this is probably something I would skip in the future in general. But I mean, it is a new product from e.l.f., but this to me is just like something that I personally would not use again. Because I don't know if you can see, but you can definitely see more discoloration in my lids now, where before you couldn't see that because I had the concealer. I think you just need to put something on your lids before you put eyeshadow down. I just always use concealer, and to me, I prefer to use that than an eyeshadow primer, you know? Okay, anywho, the things that I am really excited about are these new e.l.f. eyeshadows. They look stunning. I bought 2 of these. How much did I pay for these? I ordered these from Target, I think. Yes, Target, and they were $6 each. They do have them on e.l.f.'s website too, but Target shipped them faster. I got the shade White Hot and Champagne Showers. These are, I believe, supposed to be dupes for the, let me open this other one, the Moonlight eyeshadows from Urban Decay. This is what they look like. I actually really like the packaging. It's been a long time since I've bought like a single shadow. Like, you know, I feel like everything's been in a palette the past couple years, but the packaging I actually really like on this, like the clear packaging, and these look really pretty. So let's just try them out. I'm gonna go in with one on one eye, one on the other. So let's use White Hot first. And I'm just gonna use my finger, get some on there, that's what it looks like, and press it onto the lid. Oh, that is pretty. This is actually very like almost blue and like cool tone, which I actually didn't really realize because it looks more like champagne, like a light champagne in the pan, but you definitely get that like duochrome with almost blue. So very like cool kind of icy look. Very, very pretty. I do like that a lot. It is stunning. Now let's go in on the other eye. This one is Champagne Showers, and I'm gonna press that on. Also very pretty. This one is more champagne. I also feel like this one has a little bit of a bluish like undertone to it too. This one is more like champagne though. like less icy. Okay, no, now that I actually see them next to each other, this one is way more icy than this one is. This is more like neutral, I will say. It's not like super warm toned, but definitely like a bit darker and more of like a true neutral. Than this one is like definitely very, very icy and like whitish blue undertones. So really, really beautiful though. Like you can't go wrong with either of these. I think they're both really stunning. I'm gonna jump in with some eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Lash Extender. This is one of their new-ish products. It's been out for like a while now, but I actually really like this mascara. It is quite good. And I definitely use this in like other, you know, tutorials and stuff, but I figured if we're doing an e.l.f. tutorial, I might as well use an e.l.f. mascara. But like, look at how nice that is with like one coat. Really, really nice mascara. And really lengthens up the lashes. I will say though, this is my good eye. This eye, my lashes are not as good on. I don't know why. I always have like one eye that's better than the other. And this is my good eye, you know? You win some and you lose some. Okay, now last but not least, we have these beautiful lippies. So these are the e.l.f. O Face Shimmer Balms. The day that they announced these and that they launched, I put in my order on e.l.f.'s website. I think their website is the only place you can get these, at least right now. When I ordered it from there, like you couldn't get it anywhere else. They did ship pretty fast. There's two of them. There's only two. So there's Perfection, which is a lighter one, which I hope you guys can see. Like, look at that glitter. They look stunning. I did try both of these already, so I already have some thoughts on them, but I'm gonna show you them, of course. And then we have Chocolatey, which is like this dark chocolate shade, which like, oh my goodness, this glitter, I just can't. They are beautiful. I'll show you both of them right next to each other. And I love the e.l.f. O Face, the normal lipsticks that they have. They are some of my favorite from the drugstore, so I really wanted to try these, and I do love a good glitter lip. I have a little bit of lip balm on, so I wanna remove that before we go in with these. Because these look so glittery in like the lipstick itself, I was really hoping that that's what it's gonna look like on the lips, and it's not. It's definitely more muted. So I'm gonna go in with Perfection first. This is a lighter one, and I would say this one is the least glittery. The darker one is a bit more glittery, or at least it shows up more, maybe because it is darker. So this isn't really giving any color to the lips, really just kind of that glittery shine, and it does give glitter, and it does look pretty. I was just hoping that it was gonna look literally like how it looks on here, and it does not on lips. Like, it doesn't necessarily translate like that on the lips, and you can see like on the inside versus what like the outside looks like that has not been touched. Definitely a lot more like a glitter overlay over the product, and then when you do get through that initial overlay, there is still glitter in the product. It's just a lot less. So that's why it looks like less glittery on lips. However, I do still think that it's pretty. I just want people to see that it's not gonna look exactly like how the lipstick looks, if that makes sense. This I do think would be nice too over like a red or something for the holidays. Could be really beautiful as like a lip topper sort of situation. I just thought they were gonna have a little bit more glitter. However, Chocolatey, which is the darker one, the glitter shows up a little bit better. So let me show you guys that. For this one, I'm gonna just line the lips so we have a little baseline. This is the Maybelline Lifter Liner in the shade On It. I need to desperately sharpen this, but we're rolling with it right now. Got the liner on. Now let's go in with Chocolatey. It's so cute. The name, I literally cannot. And this one, obviously, you get more color payoff because it's a darker color. Still the balm consistency though, not like super pigmented or anything like that. But I do think that the glitter shows up a bit better on this one, you know? Like you can see it a little bit more, again, I think just because it's a darker shade. I do like this. I don't normally really do like brown lips all that frequently, but I mean, it does look pretty. So yeah, that is the tea on these new little glitter lip balms. I was really, really excited about these. I hope maybe one day they come out with ones that are like really like that on the lips, because that would be stunning. But they are pretty, just want to manage expectations of what they're gonna be like, you know? Because at first I was kind of like sad about it. You guys, oh my goodness, I just literally removed my lipstick because I was done filming and I was about to go eat lunch, and so I didn't want it, you know, getting everywhere. And I forgot to show you probably the most exciting e.l.f. launch that I now remembered. So, can't believe I almost forgot, but this is like the newest e.l.f. collab, which honestly didn't see this one coming, but was very excited when I saw it. They collabed with Stanley, which I love these things like for drinking water. Do you need one of these? No. Any water bottle will do, but I'm telling you, I drink so much more water now that I have one of these, and they collabed with Stanley to come out with different colors. So I have like the more pinky one, which is really pretty, but they also have like a bronze one and then like a champagne colored one. I'll try and put a picture on the screen here so you guys can see the different color options. They're really, really pretty. And you can find them in store at Target. But so they have like the Stanleys in the colors, but the cool thing is this little guy right here. So this like clips on. I already put mine on. I don't know if I'll be able to get it off. I don't want to break it. So there's like this little mini Stanley thing that you clip to the handle, and then you're probably like, okay, but like what is that? And it perfectly fits an e.l.f. lip oil. And obviously you could put like another lipstick product or something in there, but the lip oil does fit like literally perfectly, which is so cute. Like if you're just like running around, you don't want to bring a purse. Like for me, when I go on walks with my son, like I don't need to bring like a full purse with me. This is perfect because I can literally just put my Stanley in the stroller, and then I do have my little lippy that I can reapply, because we all know, you know, when we're drinking out of a straw, whatever, our lip comes off. So this is actually really cute, and like seems at first it's like, okay, is that really necessary? But like it actually is useful. I think you know, depending on the person, for me, this is something that I will totally use, and I think that it is so stinking cute and just like a really cute little marketing thing. Would be like a really cute gift for the holidays too. I just think that it's absolutely adorable. So I can't believe that I almost forgot to show you guys this, but yeah, that is everything, you guys. Those are all the new e.l.f. products. Let me know what you guys think. Are you gonna get any of these? Are you gonna skip on them? I would love to hear. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.